Welcome to our channel, Roaming Wild Settlers. I'm Paige.
I'm Nick.
And Huck Finn is once again asleep in the back seat. He's a great travel dog.
He is. Yeah, give him that.
We have been making our way from our summer job in Island Park, Idaho, down to the NRVTA Tech School in Athens, Texas. And we've been taking our time. We are currently on day 4 of travel.
Is it 4 or 5?
Oh, shoot. Might be 5.
I think it's 4 or 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We've been losing track, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
We are just now leaving Deadwood, South Dakota. We at first did not think we would like it, and turns out we were incredibly wrong. We ended up loving it. We had a wonderful time. Great people, honestly a great little town there.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love Deadwood.
We could see ourselves living nearby and have that be our little town.
Yeah.
So we are really glad we stopped. We ended up staying the night when we weren't planning on it, and we're just really pleased with it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
We thought about making our way over to Badlands, but we decided we weren't going to go that way this trip. We'll have to come back up.
It's going to be like
trip.
91, 92 degrees and really windy, and we'll be boondocking.
We were going to go to the wall there in Boondock.
Yeah.
But that'll be another trip for us.
Yeah, so now we're just making our way down Highway 385, and we're going to cut through Custer State Park and then continue south to the Oregon Trail Ruts in southeast Wyoming. Do you remember the name of the town?
Rendezvous or something like that.
Okay.
Ruensy or something.
Like there was a G in there somewhere. Gruns. I don't know.
It might. We'll have to look it up, and we'll put it right down here. So we're gonna go check that out, and tomorrow we'll head over to his buddies in Loveland area.
Yeah, Fort Collins, Loveland area. Should be fun.
Definitely windy.
Oh yeah. But I think coming down the middle of the Black Hills on the 385 was a better choice than going over to Sturgis and down through Rapid City, because that's just on the edge of the Black Hills, and east of that looks like kind of flat land where there's probably higher winds. But I'm not feeling the wind affecting the trailer right now, so I think the trees are helping. The highway through these parts right here is really nice. One of the smoothest roads we've been on in our travels, honestly.
Yeah. So we did some research. We knew there was going to be traffic on this part of the 385,
yeah.
That's what it's called. So far it hasn't been too bad. We've been kind of dealing with traffic all summer in Yellowstone. So this is...
Especially the fall.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the season, they're trying to get all the road work done before winter hits.
Just taking it nice and easy. The road's been quite rough. We just got onto some little bit better
paved road. If
you don't like taking your rig on gravel, we do not recommend this way.
Well, who knows? By the time you see this video, just check for updates. Obviously it's going to be like this for the remainder of the travel season up here, summer or fall. But maybe by next year it'll be finished. But yeah, some serious road construction with gravel, dirt roads. A bit rough for a trailer. Yeah, it is what it is. The only way out is through. So we just split to the right to go through Custer State Park, Highway 16. If we would have went left, that would have taken us to Mount Rushmore. Just saving more things for other adventures.
Lots of unique places to stop around here.
Yeah, it's been really hard to plan a route, without not wanting to miss anything. We just kind of have to choose one or the other and save some stuff for another trip through this area. Just passing through Hill City right now, just outside of Custer State Park. Not a bad little town.
Yeah, kind of cute.
Tell you what, just after the last 4 or 5 days of travel, and even before that, the places we've been, nothing quite like a road trip around the country to make you feel a good sense of gratitude for living in this country.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We just turned down the 87 south, and we are headed into Custer State Park. Roads are a little tight and a little windy, but doable. Gotta take it slow.
Alrighty, so we followed our GPS and we shouldn't have been following it.
Well, it's okay. I mean, with Google Maps, it doesn't know, you have no way of plugging in that you're carrying a travel trailer with a certain height or whatever. So luckily Paige had a good eye and saw a sign about a tunnel coming up that had a 9-foot height clearance, and we are about 12 feet.
Yes.
So that would have really been a bad situation.
Yeah, we are, I believe it might be called the Needles Highway.
Yeah.
And when I first saw that, it kind of clued me in, and I was like, okay, maybe we'll see some other signs. But luckily there was a KOA right there before that tunnel. We were able to pull in. She came out right away, confirmed what we were thinking, and gave us a map and sent us on the right direction.
What we're going to do is come out here back to the 385, continue south to the town of Custer, where you'll have good phone service and cheaper gas prices. We'll fill up the tank and we'll sort out our route from there.
Yes.
But hey, at least we averted a serious crisis.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of fine or ticket comes with smashing your trailer into a tunnel ceiling, but regardless, this is our full-time home, so that would have really thrown a wrench in the spokes of our plans. So yeah.
We're constantly learning.
Yeah, so if you're coming through the Black Hills, if you're leaving Deadwood going south, do not just go straight south and try to cut through Custer State Park that way, because there's the tunnel that you won't make it through. All right, we are back on the 385 headed south, and we've already picked up our route to the Oregon Trail Ruts in Guernsey, southeast Wyoming. We got about 2 hours and 43 minutes left until we get there, so not a bad travel day. Easy enough. We're going to stop in Custer and continue on.
Big antique store. Gosh, normally I would love to stop, but we have nowhere to put nothing.
We don't have any space for extra things right now. That's for sure. Once we find our little slice of heaven on earth and start our little homestead, then you just go ahead and antique shop to your little heart's desire.
Oh, you hear that? Careful with your word choices
it's
here.
on camera.
I'll take it. Oh, there's that Crazy Horse Mountain down that way somewhere.
Looks like it's just right over there. You can kind of see it. I don't know if that's it or not, but that's something. No, we'll see when we get past this light, maybe.
Pardon the dog slobber window, but there's Crazy Horse started over there.
Oh yeah, cool. We just entered the town of Custer, so we are going to find a gas station somewhere, fill up, and then continue on our way.
I feel like we had kind of like Custer as a town too.
Yeah, Custer's cool. I mean, we're barely passing through not even scratching the surface, but
Like this little downtown area is cute.
I mean, I think we're definitely drawn to these towns that have kind of an Old West look to them, you know, with the buildings and architecture and stuff. Custer definitely has that. Alright, we just took a right off of the 385 onto the 89 south. So it's taking us through Pringle, South Dakota. It's like we're definitely getting out of the Black Hills and kind of dipping back into Wyoming and some flats and canyons and whatnot. A little change of scenery. Alright, we just left South Dakota there. And right here by Buffalo Gap National Grasslands. And we're entering Wyoming again. Gonna make our way to those Oregon Trail wagon ruts. But I was craving a Butterfingers out of the fridge, so I figured this was a good place to stop and get it. Bit windy out here, but there's definitely a beauty to this area. Underestimated by a lot of people, in my opinion. Kind of boring, but kind of cool. Different from what we've been in. You ready for a Butterfinger, babe?
Yeah, I want Kit Kat.
Okay, let's do it.
Middle of nowhere, Lusk, Wyoming.
Yeah,
Cute little town.
it is. Nothing fancy to it at all. Doesn't seem like a small town that relies on tourism at all.
Just
It's
said
like a real small town.
Yeah. I think that sign back there said C&H Refinery. So maybe a sugar something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? It's definitely got some beautiful land surrounding it.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool because it's not like one of those small towns where it's summertime you get bombarded by tourists. It seems like it's a real authentic small town that has some sort of industry that keeps people employed.
Yeah.
And it's just here doing its thing. It's great. Open, we're open. Three sisters, feet.
Now we finally made it to Guernsey, Wyoming. And see, that's the way you're supposed to say it. To be honest, this was not what I was expecting.
No, this town kind of came out of nowhere.
That is something else that we should check out too.
What?
The Register Cliff. It's where people from the Oregon Trail wrote their names. We made it. We are at the Guernsey Trail Ruts from the Oregon Trail. Wow, during the mid-1800s, more than 500,000 pioneers journeyed west. When gold was discovered in California in the 1840s, it started the largest of these migrations. Some of these trails overlap each other, the California, the Oregon, the Mormon Pioneer. The 4 feet deep tracks that we're just about to go see in the Sandstone Ridge are among the best preserved ruts along the whole western route of the Oregon Trail. That's pretty cool. Of course, it was definitely a dangerous journey with flooding and disease and all sorts. But here's some overview of the different trail routes. It's pretty cool to see it on the map and see where some of them overlap versus where they split off to go to the rest of the states. The U.S. Army protected those on the Oregon Trail, opening forts or continuing those from the fur trade era, which was coming to an end by this time. There were many forts, stations, and camps along the Oregon Trail. We have Fort Laramie, Fort Clay, Fort Bridger, and Fort Casper. Most of these camps and stations were established near Pacific Telegraph stations near rivers, creeks, or springs. By the fall of 1866, all of these stations were abandoned. Here's some accounts from patrons of the U.S. Army at this time. A few talk of their relationship with the Native Americans, while others talk of the land and the weather.
It's so crazy for him because he's not awake for half the time we're driving. He's just asleep and he wakes up in a whole different place.
It's so true. The Oregon Trail Ruts, designated registered National Historic Landmark in 1966. Here at this location, the wheels of mule and horse-drawn wagons cut through the solid rock, forming a memorial to the empire builders of the past. Oh, wow.
There's some serious ruts.
Yeah, it's cool.
Here, I'll go stand in the middle for reference.
Okay.
Come here, bud.
Dang.
Hold on, watch this.
Wow.
Can you imagine what they went through trying to get wagons through this stuff?
It'd be so hard.
Huck can barely even walk through these ruts. A lot of people pass through this very spot right here, searching for a better life. Just think about how bad it had to be where they were to risk everything and take on the dangers that came along with being on the Oregon Trail. Almost certain death.
Yeah, this is cool. Neat spot to check out.
Yeah.
Here's some tracks you're on right now.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Huck.
Well, the Oregon Trail Ruts now belong to Huck. He just peed on them.
He's marked them. Just wide enough for the wheels.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. I always pictured the wheelbase being wider than that.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess not, but
I think they're quite a bit narrower, actually, and that's just from so many going through and making different paths. Some accounts from the soldiers really describe how rough and busy this trail was. Okay, we know that this is a people trail, but when you go across over here, some more.
Yep.
God, what a bumpy ride. crazy. So cool. Emigrants had 3 choices of campsites in the Guernsey area: Register Cliff, Warm Springs, or Cold Springs, all of which are about a day's trek by wagon from Fort Laramie. So we kind of changed our minds. We are now staying at the Larson Park campground tonight by the golf course, only half a mile to the west of the ruts where we were just at. It's around $40 for only water and electric, so a little bit expensive, but it's a really pretty location here on the pond. We were originally going to stay at Guernsey State Park, but that was 20 minutes from the ruts. We actually passed it on the way here, so it would have been the opposite direction of where we're heading tomorrow. So we're just going to enjoy this for the evening and check back in tomorrow.